Hi, Alyssa. Congrats on being on this team. How excited are you to have pro volleyball in your home area?
Thank you. It's really exciting. I love the city and love volleyball, so it's great that it's coming to Grand Rapids and that I get to be a part of it.
Did you get a chance to watch? You're probably too young for it, but back when we had the Force and Val Sturck, and I mean, did you see how the community really got into it back then?
I didn't really, but I know the Griffins and Whitecaps. I know Grand Rapids really gets into their sports, so I'm looking forward to be a part of it, especially a women's team as well. So,
How much volleyball have you been playing in the last few years since you left Michigan State?
yeah, not a whole lot of volleyball. I do play recreationally still. I'm looking forward to get back into that competitive atmosphere with top level players, and um, I know it's going to take a lot of work, obviously, a little different than my 9 to 5, but I'm really looking forward to the challenge, and hopefully it'll be like just riding a bike, just pick it right back up. So,
What is your 9 to 5 right now? And are you in West Michigan? Or are you in Holland?
I'm not in Holland. I'm actually in the Kentwood area. I work at a charter school management company right now. So, yep.
Thanks.
You're going to be able to keep this job and do volleyball? Are you doing both, or how does that work?
Right now, I'm figuring it out. I'm planning on keeping the job. I'm actually out on maternity leave right now, too. So that's another element of just a big life change. But I'm just really excited for everything that's coming my way. And for now, I plan on keeping it. So.
Okay, more follow-up. So when was the baby born? How many kids do you have?
This is my first child.
Congratulations.
Thank you. She's 3 weeks old. Her name is Ella. Yeah, so me and my husband are kind of just adapting to parenthood and enjoying that aspect of life, and have this exciting news also on top of it. So a lot of fun life changes.
So how does this work in terms of you becoming a player in this league on this team? Did you reach out and show your interest? Did someone contact you? Was it your relationship with Kathy, or just kind of how did it all come together?
Yeah, so Kathy approached me. She knows me very well and knows that I take some time to kind of get my head around a new scenario, and I'm not a huge fan of change. So she kind of mentioned it to me casually, and then the more we got talking, I was like, oh, I could definitely do this, and this sounds like something I'm very interested in, and it's my own city that I live in or very close to now. So it really was just a perfect fit, and I loved playing under Kathy. So I'm really looking forward to doing that again, and just kind of paving this new path with her is really exciting. So
I feel like there are a lot of unknowns in terms of what this is going to look like, and I don't think a lot of people around here really know. Just what are your expectations? What do you think the league is going to look like, and especially your team here in Grand Rapids?
Yeah, I think there are a lot of unknowns, but it is exciting that Grand Rapids already does have a couple of established teams with the Whitecaps and the Grand Rapids Griffins. So they know how to do pro sports, and that's exciting, especially with it being a women's league too. I think, I guess my expectation is just really connecting with the fans. That's something that's really exciting, and just bringing more attention to volleyball in general. I think there's been a lot of volleyball out there, and I think even when I was playing college, games were on ESPN, and it was growing even back in 2017, and I think it's only gotten bigger. And Grand Rapids is a very big volleyball area. There's a lot of volleyball clubs around here. So it's really exciting for young girls to be able to watch the sport of volleyball at such a high level.
Great, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is Dan with the Holland Sentinel.
Hey, Alyssa, good to see you. It's been a minute. Congratulations. First, I just want to ask, looking back, let's say 10 years from now, what is it going to mean to you to be able to tell your daughter that you were, a pro athlete and a mom and able to do all this, for the sport?
Yeah, I think it's huge. Obviously, becoming a parent is a new thing for me, but already I'm just excited to have her be able to watch me perform at a high level, as well as being a good mother to her, and just having that support. Yeah, it's hard to put into words. I'm just really excited. I think it's huge, again, for just women in general, and for her to grow up and know that that's an option for her. And to see sports, I mean, so many sports you see just a male dominated field, but to have women's sports locally and in the United States at all is really exciting.
What do you take most away from your time at Michigan State? And I know you played, in some other places too, that you're most looking forward to getting back into?
I think, oh man, I took so many things away from my time at MSU. I think the biggest thing is just playing at a really high level. The Big Ten was very dominant, and is still, but just playing at a high level with my teammates around me, and just the camaraderie of the team in general. That's one thing that I've missed not playing anymore, is just the team atmosphere and the team dynamic, and just working towards a common goal with the women around you. I really miss that. So I'm looking forward to that at another high level. So
For sure. And where are some of the places that you played since, or around the end of your MSU time?
Most of it has just been for fun, just recreationally. I played in a 6-on-6 league at the YMCA, but that was about it. So I am looking forward to getting back and getting ready to go. So.
Okay. And what is it, do you think, about volleyball? I mean, you've mentioned, getting, connecting with the fans and having this be a big deal, especially for a female sport. What is it about volleyball that you think is seeing this rise in interest the last few years? I mean, like you said, stuff's on national TV. Everything is a bigger deal, even than when you were in high school. What is it about the sport, do you think, that is really bringing this rise in interest?
I think one of the things is it's one of the sports that, I mean, one team has to make a mistake every single point, right? You're racing to 25 points, and there's going to be mistakes from either side. I think also it's a very team-oriented sport, meaning that you really can't have like your star player. I mean, you can, but it really is, there's 3 contacts on a side. You're having at least 3 girls touch the ball every single play. So you really are relying on the other 5 people on the court with you. And I think it's just a very team dynamic sport. And also just the powerhouses have grown too. The hits have gotten harder, the blocks have gotten bigger. It just seems that there's a lot of more dominating forces, and it's a very fast-paced game as well. So,
Sounds good. Thank you.
mm-hmm.
We'll finish up with Jamal from WZZM 13.
First of all, go green.
Go white.
I wanted to ask, when did you first consider this league? I mean, when you heard they were bringing the team to Grand Rapids, were you a little bit hesitant until you knew that Kathy was on board, or when you found out that the team was coming, when did you first start thinking of this as a possibility?
Yeah, that's a good question. I heard about the team, or heard about the league, rather, and was really excited. Just obviously with my volleyball background, I was excited for just the sport in general, and it was didn't even know it was going to be in the Grand Rapids area yet, but was still just very excited for the sport. And obviously that interest got piqued when I knew Kathy was going to be there, be the head coach. So yeah, that it all just kind of was building, and then became more real to me when she approached me and believed in me. And I was like, yeah, I think I can do this. I know I can. So it was all a building process.
And then my last one for you, you touched on this a little bit when you mentioned Grand Rapids having so many sports teams already with the Griffins, the Whitecaps, and the city's proven that they can have minor league sports or professional sports.
Mm-hmm.
What's it going to mean for you to be able to give young girls an example of what professional sports look like up close and in person and getting to perform in front of them?
Yeah, it's going to mean so much to me. I mean, me going as a young child to the Griffins game and the Whitecaps game, I wasn't really thinking about like, oh, I could be here, I could do this, obviously, because it was a male sport. But for there to be a women's sport that, I mean, people all around Michigan can come to Grand Rapids and watch and think in the stands, like, I could be that. And also just enjoying the atmosphere of a professional game, just getting popcorn in the stands, things like that. It's just a fun atmosphere, and I'm really thrilled to be a part of it.